Every day. There you go, there you go. Look at those wings. And there they go. That's what they'll do every single morning. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. Today, if you guys didn't know, we have African crown cranes here on the ranch, and it is time for them to get an upgrade lockout enclosure. Right here we have this kennel. It's only a part of the kennel, the rest is in the garage. We have to pull it out. This was Willie's old cage, but before we start putting it together, we have to mesh the whole bottom up, because if we don't mesh the bottom up, raccoons and predators here could reach through this cage with their hands and grab our beautiful crown cranes. So we're gonna head to Home Depot, grab this mesh, and set this whole process up. So let's do it. So we just got back home from Home Depot, and we got some cypress blend mulch right here. We got a restaurant rug right here. We got mesh, we got rocks, we got a pot, and we got a lot of produce that I have to go through later, but don't worry about that. So right now we're gonna worry about is the mulch. The mulch is gonna be for the substrate for the bottom of this enclosure, so that these cranes have something to sit on, not just rock or dirt or something like that. And then we have the mesh. The mesh right here, this is very, very small mesh, because the mesh that cage is made out of, that kennel, they're 4 by 2 inch squares, and like I said, raccoons can put their hands right in here. With this stuff right here, this is literally perfect for animals that can't put their hands in there. So let's bring that over there and get that going. So we're fighting with the weather right now, because you know it's just a normal day here in South Florida, but this is where I want to set up this kennel in the back of the building, so that they stay in this section of the property, and they know this is their safe zone, this is their home, and this is where they stay until they get bigger. But so we're gonna lock this bad boy up right here, put this right there, put that right there, and then we're gonna just screw these things together. And then I have a big kennel to go, a big door, or I actually have extra mesh right there, then we can screw together and put it on the top so nothing gets over the top. But let's get all these sides together, and then set this bad boy up. Okay, do I have any more in my pocket? Where did the rest of them go? That's it? We need 2? Hey there, buddy.
It's like, whoa.
This is definitely not the easiest thing. Sheesh.
Rain's coming,
here
boy.
Comes the rain.
Oh, man.
It's Florida for you. Alright, cool. Grab this last one. How wet can that camera get?
I guess we'll find out. Not too wet,
not
too wet.
Yeah. Give me that piece right there.
It's gonna be the Amazon, boy.
Okay.
Oh, shit!
Every day.
A few moments later.
So we're just getting a little bit more closed up, so we get all this concealed, put together, and then we're gonna start meshing around the sides. But this is a lot better than what they're in over there, because that is getting a little too low now. And now in here, when it's morning time and the sun's up, because I'm not up at 6 o'clock in the morning, they're already up and they're able to be stretched all the way up instead of being in there and being crouched down. But then morning time, we're on 8 o'clock when I do get up, I'm gonna open up this cage, and they're able to come out and run around and flap their wings. Right now they're inside the yellowfoot enclosure, but obviously that's not their enclosure, that's just a grow out area. But I'm gonna put a little bit more zip ties on here, and then I have some big mesh I'm gonna put over the top as well. Put maybe a piece of plywood over the top just to help if any rain in the middle of the night. Even though they already have all their down feathers as well, but just to be nice and good for them. All right, so that's plenty right there. So I have this big piece of mesh, extra mesh roll over here. You guys see I have a bunch of different loose objects and little things here, because when you have a farm, you have a ranch, you need to have extra stuff in hand all the time, just in case. But I have this big piece right here, and I'm gonna put this over the top, zip tie it on, and then cut the extra pieces that I don't need. So we just got all of this mesh up top all done. I'm not worried about the raccoons putting their hands down here because these birds are only about yay high, and when they're sleeping, they're onto the floor. So that's the reason why I got the mesh. The mesh, we're gonna mesh all around the side so they can't grab it at night and try to mess with them or anything of that sort. And the good thing is here is this is really compact dirt, and on both sides, there are bricks on both sides, so they cannot dig in at all, just in case. Even though these birds are just pretty much at size to start getting released into the yard and being okay without a problem because they're of age, they're pretty big. I mean, if a raccoon gets them this size, that's insane. Only thing obviously could be a coyote, but there hasn't been any coyote sights, scenes, awares, noises, anything in my neighborhood as of right now. A lot of my neighbors, we help each other out, so for predators and things of that sort, and we just be on the lookout if there is a coyote or not. But we'll grab the mulch, put the mulch in the bottom real quick. Do that. Just a little bit of bedding down there for them. Two bags is perfect. Spread it out. And one bag in there too. There we go. Cool. Perfect little spot right there for them. Throw these out of the way. Now let's actually while we're sitting here, let's let the cranes out, let them walk around a little bit, and let's do that. There you go, you guys. All right, come on. Yep, can't go that way. Can't go that way. There you go. There you go. Look at those wings. And this is a species of bird that actually does like migrate and move around through Africa. They fly and things of that sort. But these guys, because they are a breeding pair and they're in Florida, we don't want an invasive species here, so they are pinwinged because they're not in a big aviary. So they are pinwinged, so they'll stay on the property.
Beautiful.
And they're only, that's just a baby plumage right now too. Wait until they get that bright, beautiful color, and then again they get that real bright sting like that. Out of this world, beautiful birds. But let's mesh this bottom up, and then let's keep on going. Let's do it. All right, you guys, so we got all the mesh done all the way around the bottom of this kennel. So it's about 3.5, well, it's 3 feet right to the tip right there. So that is perfect. So they're safe and sound all the way on the bottom throughout the night. And then like I said, we'll just do this right here. Open this up and that's it. Keep it open and it comes out and they can just do what they want. And then at night, we just corral them back inside of here and they're nice and safe. I'm gonna grab a piece of plywood, or I have a couple pieces over there. Put a little bit on the top just for a little bit of shelter of rain, even though their down feathers are already becoming wet proof now. And then we'll add a bowl of food and water in there for them. So let's do that. So everything is done. I have a tub right here. I'm gonna let this bad boy fill up right there. I've decided to keep the water on the outside so they know to come right here to drink their water. And I'm always gonna have the door open when they're not inside of there. And it's gonna have a bowl of a little bit of food for them. Mixture of crane diet and a little bit of scratch and chicken food. So that goes right there so they always get eat. And then I wanna keep the bowl in there so they don't make a mess and make it all wet all the time. All I have to go get is what I forgot at Home Depot is I have to get a piece of plywood for the top. Other than that, this little nighttime enclosure is perfect and ready to go. So let me actually go get these guys, show you what they look like inside of here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Give this video a little thumbs up. Make sure you guys go check out the website Blake Exotic Animal Ranch and go get your merch. Christmas merch is there right now as well. Whoever buys a Christmas merch, I'll sign it in the back, you guys. So go get that Christmas merch and then get the cranes. So we just added the pair of African crown cranes inside of their enclosure. So obviously they're not staying in this cage during the day like I just said at the beginning of the video. This is just a nighttime lockout enclosure so that they're safe from the predators that can be out here in South Florida. But other than that, They got to upgrade. They're doing great. They got the water, they got the food, and we're gonna release them and let them go. And there they go. That's what they'll do every single morning. Walk outside of their enclosure and let loose for the whole entire day until the sun goes down. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace out, everybody.